As you are aware, our president did what I did, 35 years ago. He gave classified documents, or had them given, to the press. It's very good. Now, there's some funny aspects to it. I mean, I saw in the paper here just the other day, it's lying out here, that he said, well, how did he happen to do this? Well, he wanted, there was lies going around, he wanted to tell the truth to the people, which is, of course, what I wanted to do, so I empathize with that. Except that what we now know is that when he gave that information in 2003, he knew that the classified information he was putting out was a lie. He was putting out the excerpts that indicated that that Saddam had sought uranium from Niger, and the aluminum tubes and all that. There were centrifuges. We know now, he knew then, we now know, that part of the NIE, the National Intelligence Estimate, was false. So that's what he was putting out. But in any case, he was putting out classified stuff. So if what I did was illegal, which is a question, what he did was illegal for the same reason. And actually, I would say, or my lawyers would have said, that it wasn't illegal at that time, and what he did wasn't illegal because we don't yet have an Official Secrets Act. And we're likely to have that if he gets his way, actually. But in any case, the news this week is, here's the headline in Newsweek. Let's see if you can see it.
Leaker in chief.
The reason our family is happy about that is my wife never really liked me being known as the most famous leaker. She said it made me sound incontinent. And so I feel now, I'm really glad that the mantle has passed, sort of to the president. I feel like Miss America, the former Miss America, sort of passing on to the leaker in chief this title. And somebody today was, who was it, who was saying, leaker of the free world. You could do all kinds of things with it. This president, among other things, he's not only waging an aggressive war in Iraq, and I'm afraid, and threatening, and I think planning, an aggressive war with equally or more disastrous effects in Iran. Even, in other words, a second war crime, a crime against the peace, with the possibility, more than a possibility, that he will actually use nuclear weapons. A first use of nuclear weapons, which the General Assembly of the UN has said over and over, is not only a crime against humanity, but the words are, but the gravest crime against humanity. And this is what, now Bush says, no, there's no such planning, this is wild speculation, what Cy Hirsch has said. So we have a choice between what the president assures, no such planning is going on, and Cy Hirsch's wild speculation. So that isn't too hard to choose when it comes to where to put your bets. And unfortunately, who to believe. And so it's a very, very serious situation. And I think there's a very, very serious need for whistleblowing of that, for the people who spoke to Cy Hirsch and told him that they believe the juggernaut is unstoppable now. And officers who said anonymously that this is so terrible that they are thinking of resigning, in protest, unusual thing and quite appropriate. But resigning isn't what is needed. Stopping this is what is needed. Resigning it is not enough. What they have to do, and I'm going to be saying this now on every possible occasion, what they have to do is to put out all of those plans, put them out, let the world see them, let the Republicans or Democrats who approve of them stand up and be counted and say we approve of them, but smoke out the people who know, like those officers, that this is a disaster and the worst crime that we've seen since Hiroshima, and in some respects even more dangerous. Hiroshima opened the door to the eventual, someday, destruction of the human species. This door, walking through this door of first use in a world where nuclear material is all over the world, where many, many countries, not just Iran, could be, Iran would take years to be a nuclear power. Japan could be a nuclear power within a week, and a superpower in a year. They have the material, they have the plans. Germany, the same. There are many other virtual nuclear powers. I think the start of this actual use of nuclear weapons on people again for the first time in the nuclear age since Hiroshima will start a race of other countries to become nuclear powers, because that would seem to be the only way they can prevent a nuclear attack by the U.S. or a conventional attack. So I think the situation is very grave.